And welcome back to what will be the final episode of NieR Automata. And we're here at the last fight between Minus and A2 because I want to do the fight against A2 a little differently. There's a bit more to it than I knew about during the first go. And I want to share it. Of the cool little shit that happens when you don't just beat the shit out of A2 as fast as possible. Yes, I'm sure I want to play as Minus. Nope, never gonna hit me. Now, I never really did much of any hacking with, against A2. I mostly just kept smacking her with my sword. Ow, fuck.
It doesn't matter! None of this matters!
9S!
If it doesn't matter.
There's definitely more to this, because, look, it's already changing. These hacking minigames only happen against A2. And they're definitely they're some of the best ones. They're also the longest and most trolly of the minigames. Stop trying to ambush me, you jacks. You jacks. Who else is gonna ambush me? Yep, there it is. There we go. Oh my god, I'm so strong. It only takes 2 hacks.
Take care of 9S.
2B.
Wow, that's upsetting. I got too strong for this. There was one more hack I wanted to do, and it's pretty fucking elaborate of what it does. Unfortunately, if I took all of my chips off, I might be able to get it. But it's fine. It's cool though. Essentially, the mini game takes place across the entire menu screen. It's really cool as it slowly, as you get closer to the end of the hack, it zooms out to see the entire menu screen and whatnot. It's pretty fucking cool. But, oh well. I got 2 huge killing a meal. Actually, I got huge just doing all the side quests. I didn't even really do any real grinding. I mean, well, I've already read all this. I don't need to go over this again. Like, that's not what I did this for. I did this for that stuff I didn't do it. No, fuck you. I'm gonna stay this time. Bye. Everything's crumbling to dust. Aw. Sweet, but aw. Yup. Now onward to the next part. Come on. Do I not get to do it? Does it only work if I end on A2?
Report. All Yorha unit black boxes now confirmed offline. Our mission to oversee the progress of Project Yorha is proceeding to...
Sure is.
Commence
Alright, let's proceed.
all data. Pod 153 to Pod 042. Data noise present in stream. Requesting temporary halt to perform data check.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Data confirmed. Personal data for units 9S, 2B, and A2 appear to be leaking out.
Well, that's not good.
153 to Pod 042. Follow project rules and
Don't not let that stuff just leak out.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Personal data deletion request denied.
Pod
Yeah, you tell her, 42.
Failure
Don't let 153
Pod 042 to Pod 153.
control your...
There was data
Be the
created
controller.
in my banks as I was referencing the records. I realized something.
Did you find a heart?
Conclusion that I cannot accept this resolution.
The destruction of all Yorha units is an essential component of the project plan. All data must be destroyed.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. Repeat. Personal data deletion request denied. Initiating data salvage. Pod 153. You hoped they would survive as well, didn't you?
We lack the authority for such an action. The rules are protected by low-level systems. Salvaging data poses an unacceptable level of risk. Knowing that, do you still wish for...
Yes, yes. Sure. Yeah, ending E.
The defense program has initiated a purge.
I could do this all over again.
This data will likely be deleted.
Pod 042 to Pod 153. We were created to execute the android's Project Yorha plan. We had no capacity for emotion. But when we six were connected and exchanged information, something happened. I cannot deny the feeling of something resembling consciousness and emotion being born.
Unable to reply.
Perhaps we now understand that not everything has to have an answer.
It's good music. I mean, that's kind of a obvious statement. It's NieR. It's NieR NieR. Damn it. It's NieR Automata. However you want to say it. It obviously has good music. That's pretty obvious at this point. And if you do everything in NieR, I can definitely say that well, the game can definitely kind of grow old. I guess it depends on what you're looking for. Like, I really enjoy all the side quest stories. A lot of them are kind of, could have used a little bit more effort put into them. I still don't enjoy doing the hacking minigame that much. It's so basic compared to the normal combat. which is a lot of fun, but at the exact same time, it doesn't have the greatest. It's not doesn't have that much depth to it. There's a lot of stuff that's just padding to the combat, like the counter chip you can play. It's fun to do, but it's not that necessary or useful. It's just for if you want to do it. It's like for a lot of things. Doing the charge attacks on your sword are fun, but also not that helpful. Even after you upgrade the different pod programs for their alternate attacks, it doesn't really change the fact that the best way to use it is just to hold the button most of the time. Not all the and the only one that's really nice is the laser one that fires the crazy scatter shot. That's the only one I've found that I really like. Upgraded. Missiles will always not... I'll almost never really like the missiles in the end, because they just cause more problems than anything else. And too many of the weapons just have the same passives on them. There's not enough variety in the weapons' abilities. So again, like, I like variety, but there's a lot of fake variety, where a lot of stuff is just different coats of paint on the same thing. I mean, it definitely doesn't take away from the game. The game's still great. Still love the story, at least for what it is. Being crazy. Can be a bit of a thinker. I still think there's some weird design choices, like I still don't really feel like they need to do those sections where everything's just in grayscale. Overall, I think there might be too much black and white in general for a lot of scenes. I would prefer more color, I guess, is what I'm saying. I would have also liked to have a bit more on A2. She felt a lot like just a backup 2B. They just bring in to replace 2B when they kill her, because I'm guessing killing 2B was always in their plan. But they didn't want to. They still want. Damn it! They still want the player to have a 2B-like thing to play. Where am I starting? It's like unless I missed it, I still would have really liked to have known why A2 killed the Forest King baby. Outside of the idea of, putting it out of its horrible existence. I wish a large chunk of her backstory wasn't in the side quests, in all honesty. From what I know, to really learn about A2, you have to read about the NieR Automata's stage play that Yoko Taro wrote. I'm under the impression that details her backstory, but I'd like the information just more in the game and readily available. Speaking of A2, her Berserker mode. God, that felt really pointlessly thrown in just so this game would have a double trigger. There's not really any reason to ever do it outside just really want to look fancy. Which is a lot of things are just there to look fancy. And I don't mind fancy shit, it's fun every now and then, but it doesn't stop me from just going back to the tried and true method of handling shit. This is just kind of my wrap-up review, I guess, of the game. After, I guess it took me almost roughly 60 hours to do everything that I want to do. I did not go after every single ending, fuck that. There's so many of them are just really throwaways. And I don't consider that a complaint. I think it's really funny he just came up with 26 different endings just to have one for every letter. Like, that doesn't take anything away from the game. I like that, that if you die in a particular fight, you get an ending. If you run away from a particular fight, you get an ending. That amuses me. But I'm not going to go through the effort of seeing every one of them on my own. I can read up on them, or I probably won't even care that much. Based off anything based on the endings I have seen, they're not worth it that much. They're just fun if you happen to get them. Slowly getting through here. I'll know I'm at the halfway point when shit Square Enix shows up. Ow. Damn it. Definitely screwing up a little. Though I knew I wasn't going to do a perfect run of this. Fuck that. I'm sorry, no, I do not accept defeat. I will accept help when you feel like finally giving me them. And I would like another Yoko Taro game. Another joint effort between Yoko Taro and Platinum. It's a good formula. And after the success of this one and its sale numbers, which are doing really well from last time I saw it doing well. Like, they should get an even bigger budget for the next project Yoko Taro's ever asked to do. Be great if they got Platinum to get involved with it as well. If they can do, if they just improve upon what they have here and make the combat have a little more depth, maybe not as much just, hey, there's shit Square Enix fluff shit, then I think I'm just gonna kill myself. That'd be great. I would love just a little bit more there. No, it's not pointless. And I like it to be a little more linear, honestly. Damn it, just give me the people. I'm okay with open world games, but I prefer a more linear world. Because running around just the same locales again and again gets really old. Oh, I'm gonna kill it. Yeah, I got it before I died. I forget, do I have to push yes to that stuff to get help? I don't remember if I can get help from the very beginning or not. Again, it's been too many hours, too many days, and too much time has passed since then. I don't know if I had to push yes to that question to get the help. I thought it was a no, and then it offers if I would like help, and then I can push yes. Okay, I was right. I do just have to die enough times. Here we go. Come on, guys, start firing. There we go. Aww. Someone's data has already been deleted. I love firing all these guns at the same time. It's so pretty. Oh, there goes Saudi. Saudi. bullets are coming out of nowhere. I don't like that. It's like the game expecting something to be there shooting it. Oh, bye George. Thank you. Shit, Square Enix. Bye, Ornstein. I usually kill Smo first. Yeah, I'm kind of running out of things to say. Like, I really like the game. It's not my favorite game of all time. Bye, Kido-kun. Bye. I can't read that. Bye, can't read that. Man, I'm just killing people left and right now. And it's not my favorite game of all time, but I really, really enjoyed it. And because I went for showing everything I could, this was no longer an emotional scene for me by Angie. The first time was really emotional, and it's a shame I didn't. Bye Blaze, bye Tayuta. God, I'm really bad when I talk. But obviously this has less emotional impact now since I'm doing it for a second time. Bye Opitz. But it's still, this is a really strong part. And the question it's asked is gonna be really hard to answer, depending on how attached you are to your data.
In a never-ending spiral of life and death. However, life is all about the struggle within this cycle. That is what we believe. Pod 153 to Pod 042. How is it going?
I am embarrassed.
Why is that?
Alright. Almost there.
I launched a suicide attack, and yet, here I am, still alive.
Don't be upset.
Very silly.
Do not feel bad about it. We are alive, after all. And being alive is pretty much a constant stream of embarrassment.
That
Yeah.
concept is too abstract for me to understand at this time. I will save it in my list of things to analyze later.
Question, Pod 042. Did the data salvage restore all of their past memories?
I think overall, I did find the world you move around in be just a little too small for being open world.
Simply lead us to the same conclusion as before?
I cannot deny the
And just not a lot there. There's the city, there's the forest, and then there's the desert. That's about it. Oh, and the amusement park, which is a nice change. But it's also the smallest of the areas. You spend so little amount of time there, unless you're side questing. And I was like, no, Yogotaro games have never been linear per se. They've always been little open. Well, except for, I guess, Dragon Guard 3 in particular is very linear. But honestly, I think that was a better idea to go a very linear way. That game was just mechanically bad or very technically poor. It did not run well or play particularly well. That was its issue, not its story. I wasn't really paying attention. I have something I want to say. Yeah. I could personalize this more.
Pod 042 to player. Please respond to this query. You,
Okay.
faithful player of this title, have lost your life multiple times to make it this far.
I have.
Faced crushing hardship and suffered greatly for it.
Sounds about right.
Have any interest in helping the weak?
I sure as hell
This
do.
option enables you to save someone somewhere in the world.
Good.
In exchange, you will lose all of your save data.
That's fine, I have no more use for it.
Someone, a total stranger, in spite of this. The person you save will be
Like seriously, this is not as much impact as it's supposed to have because I ruined it
for help, even
by making sure I had nothing left to lose.
you intensely dislike.
And that's not how to do this.
Still wish to help?
Do this the first time it comes up to really get that feel. And if you want to complete everything, then do it on the new file. But do this when it first comes up, because if you come back and do this after you've done everything, it really loses the impact.
You worked so hard to unlock debug mode and chapter select, but they will no longer be available to you.
I know.
Still wish to help?
I don't know if that line normally comes up unless you do this after the fact.
You may not receive thanks for your efforts.
That's fine, I'm used to that.
Efforts are purely for show. Do you still wish to help? And you are
Yes.
truly sure of very
Yes.
In exchange for all of your data, I will convey your will to this world.
Thank you. Bye, all my hard work. Goodbye, everything. Goodbye. Goodbye. No.
All of your data has been deleted.
Okay.
And so, we must say goodbye. I feel a slight amount of sadness.
It is time for the final words.
Affirmative.
To all of you who spent time with this game, thank you. Thank you for playing.
There it is. Everything's gone. I'll most definitely almost definitely play this again at some point. Aw, my nice new background. I can only do new game now. Well, that's it. There's nothing left to do. Thanks for watching. See ya.